welcome to the video. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's not so airsoft related, but it kind of is airsoft related. What we're going to do is we're going to make a patch board for my patches. I've only got a few of them, but I do plan on collecting more over time. I'm not one of those people that likes to have them sort of on my uniform all the time. Plus having different patches from different events and things like that, and you end up with too many of them on you at one time. So I wanted to make something, I wanted to get something that was sort of, that I was able to display them sort of on the wall or something like that. I looked online for the likes of AliExpress and some of the local stores. The price range was normally between about $40 to $70 for one that was sort of, I don't know, probably about 60 centimetres by about 60 centimetres, a basic square kind of thing. I didn't want to part with that much money. I'm a cheap ass, so through looking on YouTube for different ways on how people display them, some of them attach them like to their sports bags, to their backpacks, or they'll have like shelves that they'll attach them to through that. Some will do them permanently, like permanently glue them to something, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to interchange them as I want, be able to pull it out and use one on my uniform whenever I want to, sort of thing. So I wanted something that was versatile in that sense. I could just pull one off, chuck it on my uniform and replace it with a different one. I found a video on YouTube of a guy who made one out of a photo frame, where he just pulled everything out of the photo frame, including the sample picture and paper and that, and then he glued some felt fabric to the backing, to the glass. Sorry, I was about to say board, but it was to the glass. And then from the glass he could just attach them straight to the front. I thought that's actually a really good idea. However, I didn't want them on the front, on the glass sort of out in the open, so they don't collect dust or get like shit all over them. I wanted them to somewhat be a little bit protected, which is ironic. I mean, I go and play with them on my uniform out in the forest. Hey. So I'd come up with the idea, which I'm going to take you through. Well, I don't know if I'd come up with it, but I certainly thought of it, I hope. Well, you get what I mean. So down here we have our A3 photo frame. I've already put a sticker on it because I only thought of making this video after the fact. I thought it could actually be really useful to some other people who have a lot of patches and want to be able to sort of display them. Cool thing with the A3 frame is that you can do multiples if you have lots and lots of patches, and then you can have one, say, in your bedroom, one, I don't know, in your airsoft room if you're lucky enough to have one of those in the house, one in your living room, sort of thing. You can just sort of put them anywhere. So what you're going to need for this is just really basic. It's really cheap. The A3 frame, it cost me about, I think, $7 from Kmart. This is done in New Zealand, just so you know. For any overseas viewers that may or may not watch this video. So you want the A3 frame, and then you want some Velcro dots. That's just to help secure it to the board so that they don't slip and slide if the house shakes, or just when you're moving it about, when you're hanging it up and things. So yeah, we've already done part. We've already pulled the pins out. So we're just going to carefully flip it over, pull our board out, put the board to the side for the moment, slip the glass back into place. We don't need this now. Right. So now I've got the board. Now, as you can see, I've already put a Jay's Airsoft sticker on it. I was going to get patches, but they're really expensive, especially when you only want sort of a small handful. I'd only want like probably 15, 20. A few for me obviously, and then like as a challenge coin sort of thing. You know, if someone does something that's pretty cool for you, you flick a patch their way. But I wasn't willing to spend quite a lot of money just to do that. So anyway, you want to open up the Velcro patches, the hook and loop dots. Don't mind me, I'm just going to be violent and literal over my own floor. Now you only want the soft side, I think it is. Yeah, it'll be the soft side. So you're only going to want the soft side. So I got a pack of 12 because I only have a few patches at the moment. So I only need a small pack. What you're going to do is just do a rough sort of idea on where you want patches. So if I want one there, I'll get that out of the way. And then sort these ones into the years. So we've got Dragon Scale, which was 25, and Rising Tiger, which was 24. Make sure you put them up the right way as well. And then we're just going to do something sort of like that, both sides. As I said, with making sure they're up the right way. Something sort of like that. And it still leaves us some room at the bottom to put more when we get more. So we're just going to take one of the soft dots, another one that I'll put upside down. So we're going to take soft dots, attach them to the board, attach the patch. That will stop it from moving. Don't worry too much if the patches sort of bend a little bit when you put them on, because the glass will flatten them out. Do the same for the green one on the other side, and then I'm going to try my best to align them better, to align them sort of properly, so you got the both tops at the same height. From the look of the camera, I didn't have my hands aligned, but hey, who gives a shit? I'll put another one on here. Another one for the other side. Beautifully aligned. And then we'll put this one down a little bit, but not too much. Now that looks pretty cool. I think that actually looks alright. I don't know how well the camera can see it, but I think it looks alright. So we're going to put that aside for the moment. And then we're going to grab the glass in the frame. We're going to put that down, and then we're going to put that back in. And hopefully it will fit all nicely. So we just slide this back in. Might have to move a couple of pins out of the way because these frames are that awesome. Push it down a wee bit. Don't put too much pressure that you're going to break the glass. That will be one thing that you'll just need to be careful of if you've got sort of unusually fat patches. You don't want to put too much pressure on it because you end up breaking the glass. If you've got nice thin patches like most of them are, you'll be sweet. And here is the finished product. It's just something very basic, but it'll be kind of cool to display it. I can now hang this on my wall somewhere. A couple of options that you do have if you really wanted to is that you could paint the wood backing, or put some varnish on it or something like that to make it look a little bit better. I thought just plain wood kind of looked cool, so I stuck with the plain wood. Yeah, that's how I'm going to display my patches. Hopefully you found it useful. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.